In an old, long-abandoned library, Lena stumbles upon a dusty, leather-bound book marked with strange symbols. The moment she opens it, a pale, living light seeps from the pages. Each time she turns a page, the letters rise from the paper, floating in the air as they form a glowing circle. A distant whisper begins to echo around her, as if someone is reciting a forbidden text only she can hear. Suddenly, the doors slam shut, and the entire library falls into darkness. Lena notices a chilling inscription forming across the wall, warning her of something approaching. From the far corner, a faceless, shadowy figure slowly emerges, radiating an icy pressure that fills the room. Terrified, she drops the book. Its pages tear free, spinning wildly as though carried by an invisible wind. Then everything falls still. On the table, her phone lights up by itself, displaying a single glowing message. "The secret belongs to you now." Lena thought the abandoned library would be silent, but the air felt cold and strangely alive. As she stepped inside, faint whispers drifted between the shelves, almost like the building itself was breathing. A sudden fog began to spread across the room as she noticed strange letters glowing in the air, slowly forming words she couldn't understand. When she turned around, a tall shadow stood behind her, motionless, its limbs too long, its presence impossibly heavy. Every time Lena stepped back, the figure mirrored her movement without making a sound. The pages of an old book near her burst open, revealing dark corridors that didn't belong to this world. Bookshelves toppled one by one, as if pushed by invisible hands. The shadow twisted unnaturally, moving faster, closing the distance between them. Pages flew violently around her, glowing symbols spinning like a storm. The whispering grew louder, now sounding like hundreds of unseen eyes watching her from the dark. Just before everything went silent, the shadow leaned close, its presence freezing her breath, and the glowing words in the air rearranged themselves into a final message. "You shouldn't have awakened us." Lena tried to steady her breathing, but the shadow in front of her grew larger, stretching its long arms across the library floor as if reaching directly for her. The lights above flickered violently, casting monstrous shapes that moved even when she stood frozen. Pages flew around her in a chaotic storm. She tried to grab them, but each sheet slipped from her trembling hands. Suddenly, the letters on one page fused together, glowing bright red. "You cannot leave." Whispers circled her like glowing dust, tightening around her body. From the back of the library, more figures emerged, tall, faceless, their faint glowing eyes fixed on her. Lena backed into a corner, her heartbeat echoing in her ears. As the building itself seemed alive, shadows crawling along the walls like living creatures. The storm of pages grew louder, symbols flashing as if warning her. Then the shadows advanced all at once, twisting, surrounding her. A thick fog swallowed the last bit of light, and in that suffocating darkness, Lena finally understood. The library had been waiting for her. The shadows tightened around Lena, their bodies twisting and merging with the walls until the entire library seemed to pulse. With a dark rhythm, the glowing whispers grew louder, forming her name again and again, each repetition stabbing through her like ice. She stumbled over scattered books, desperately gasping for breath. Then, a blinding light exploded from the ancient book beside her, revealing dozens of grotesque shadow faces screaming in silence. Floating letters spun violently above her head, rearranging into a final message. "Your secret belongs to us." The corridors stretched endlessly in every direction, the walls closing in like a trap. Lena sprinted, but the shadows chased her, their long arms dragging across the walls. Figures with glowing eyes, reached out from every corner. Pages swirled into a violent storm, merging with the shadows as the light faded. Lena's scream echoed once, then she vanished into the darkness as the shadows swallowed her completely. The fog settled. The library went silent, as if nothing had ever happened.